Right. Let's go and speak to that bastard Aaron and see what he has to say. If he denies it, it's his fault, I think. No, actually, what am I doing? Jesus, I don't want to go speak to him yet. I want to speak to Lee May and be like, hey, if he runs, can you fucking stop him? Did you have enough time to find what you needed? Lee May looks at me. Hopefully she sounds serious. Yeah, I did. That is good. You did a great job stalling Jupiter for me. What did you talk about? The rabbit. I wanted to know if it is well. Why did I ever think otherwise? Oh. Why are you sad? I'm sorry, I don't mean to be. But it's sad to think that it's going to die, isn't it? May shakes her head and smiles kindly at me. All pass away in time, you understand. I do, that's why it hurts. Sometimes in my dreams, I can still see the memories I've taken from those who have died. None of them expected to die, none of them thought their lives would be so short. Lee May places a gentle hand on mine. None ever do. Oh, good. Did Jupiter say anything else while she was here? I can't know to ask, can it? We spoke of her time here. Yeah? She has attended for only 2 years, but it makes her very happy. We also spoke of Sean. Whoa, how did he come up in conversation? He led before her. It did not make him very happy. His family chose that path for him. He hated his family. May stares down at her hands and watches with a sort of distracted fascination as she locks her fingers together. I do not understand. Understand? Family is not for hating. Of course not, but sometimes things go wrong. Sometimes people do things they shouldn't. But why? Because we're human, I guess. People are complicated. Lee May nods in eager agreement. Very. Well, I have learned nothing from doing that. Sod you, Lee May. Let's speak to Mr. fucking Photograph himself, shall we? Aaron hunches over his desk. He's graduated from drawing spirals to doodling flowers. Hey, Aaron. Yo, something up? Yo, Jesus Christ. We kind of have to talk about something, okay? Aaron drops his pen on the binder and pushes himself away from the desk. He spins in his chair a few times and finally slows to a stop. You fucking cheered up, haven't you? Jesus, that's quick. His hand reflexively moves to his camera and he snaps a shot. Sup? Have you ever borrowed Nathan's ID card? Yeah, all the time. Why don't you use your own? Does it matter? In this case, it kind of does. I lose mine a lot, leave it in the lab, wrong pair of pants, that kind of stuff. Trousers. It doesn't matter which card you use to log in as long as you do, right? Do you recognize this? Detective Gursky holds up printouts and Aaron leans in to get a good look at it. He squints. Yeah, not really. What is it? An expulsion notice. Aaron's eyes widen. That's no good. Yeah, no, it really isn't. Thanks for fucking pointing it out, Captain Obvious. The data suggests that Nathan has been accessing files he shouldn't be. But we have reason to believe that you were the one using it. Whoa. Aaron holds his hands up in self-defense. I didn't do anything like that. Gursky tosses the pages on Aaron's desk. He tosses them there? You're from Western State, aren't you? Yeah. I hear Edgewater University and Western State are bitter rivals. Aaron suddenly looks very uncomfortable. You still think of yourself as a Western State student? Just look at the stuff you keep in your room. Yeah, but... So, what was the plan? You transferred here to steal information and send it to your friends across the state? No! Aaron folds his arms and crosses his chest. I'm not sure who to believe. There's nothing here worth stealing. Western State's way more advanced. Honestly, coming here is like a step back. What do you mean? Aaron looks down and fiddles with the settings on his camera. We moved on from growing organs a long time ago. What? The organs we were producing were failing. Hard. But we figured out how to encourage the body to grow certain cells over others. Which means that given the right stimulation, the body could regrow its own organs instead of us having to make new ones. Self-regeneration? Guided regeneration, and even that was limited. No new arms or anything crazy. He looks up and his finger twitches instinctively over his camera. We haven't really got it working yet, but the theory is solid. Plus, it has plenty of applications beyond organs, like growing healthy cells instead of cancerous ones. But the research here would probably still be of great interest to anyone at Western. As if Western wouldn't steal anything from Edgewater even if they could. What makes you so certain? We've got our school pride. Stealing research is like accepting help from the enemy. No, it's... Yeah. I'm not sure how pride works. If I was stuck in an apocalyptic situation, I'd kind of stab who was ever near me. It's like, right, you're my food tonight. Ha ha ha. So, I'm not sure I'm the best person to judge here. So, with all your dedication to Western, why did you even transfer here? Clearly not for the excellent grad student program. You know, there's stuff more important than school loyalties. And for you, that would be? My boyfriend lives 10 minutes from here. We got tired of the long-distance thing when I was at Western, so I moved. Do the others know about this? Well, duh, they've all met him. In fact, I was with him during each of the login times listed on the timesheet here. Oh, shit, son, it's Nathan! Oh, God, and they went to... Oh! Oh, dear. Oh, dearie, oh, dearie, oh, dearie. It kind of all fits in now, doesn't it? See, I didn't really react to that too much, but I imagine there are, right-wing Americans who are listening to this going, oh my God, that is awful. Oh, God, my heart bleeds. But, let's not fucking get into that, Jesus. You remember all the dates and times you were with him? Can I just say, I do like the fact that no one's reacted to that, as in the characters here. Said he's gay, not an issue. The way it fucking should be. I remember these ones. It's our weekly myth cards game night with his friends. Ask any of them. Oh, so they didn't go to, get some sexual healing. Shame. Although these logins are only every other week for some reason. Either this is a coincidence, or whoever used that card waited for Aaron to leave before stealing the information. On top of that, if Nathan knew why Aaron switched schools, why did he suggest something different? Detective Gursky and I trade glances. The look in his eyes says he's thinking the same thing I am. Aaron picks up on our silent exchange. Something wrong? Do your lab mates know about your weekly gatherings? Yep, I invite them every time, but they don't really want to go. Why? One of your classmates suggested that you transferred schools to steal information. Aaron's expressions tightens. You mean Nathan? Oh, I thought it was Nathan. He was... Wait, what? I thought you meant he was with Nathan, and they were... I have no idea what's going on. Well, you just asked if I ever use his card. I say. Yes, we mean Nathan. Well, you should probably know that everyone uses his card. He and David hate getting up early to the app, so they trade off. How so? They take turns waking up early and signing in at the lab with both cards. That way they get to sleep in every other day. That sounds like a convenient little racket, and you're not part of this? I actually like waking up early. I keep forgetting people like that exist. People like that shouldn't exist. So, when he said that ID card I used was his, he meant that he was using it on behalf of Nathan's with another boyfriend who isn't Nathan. Okay. Oh my God, this is fucking confusing. I'm clearly not reading things right. So, do you want phone numbers for my alibi or something? Not at the moment, just don't go anywhere. We might have more questions later. Sure, I've got nowhere to be. The two of us bow out of the room as quickly as we can. Great, so what now? Seems like everyone we talk to just points at someone else. Detective? Lee May stops in our conversation. What's up? Gursky looks surprised that Lee May would even speak to him. Why do you not ask Aki and Naoki for aid? A thin frown spreads across the detective's face as if he's just taken a bite out of something very bitter. I'd rather not. They will find the truth. Lee May's right, Aki and Naoki can't help. I know, but what's wrong? You've been fine with using them before. Why are you trying so hard to sideline them now? Because I don't want them getting hurt. Gursky's patience snaps, and I take an involuntary step back. We all know the risks of doing this. They've probably faced worse. You're not making any sense. Because this mission doesn't make any sense. Why here? Why them? This seems like totally legit behavior for a detective? Gursky tightens his fist for a brief moment. I wonder if he's about to punch me in the face. However, he proves better at keeping his emotions in check than I've ever been, and instead opts to turn them away. It's like she doesn't even care what will happen to them. Okay, now I'm really confused. What are we talking about? With a frustrated sigh, Gursky shakes his head. Never mind, the two of you are right. This'll go fast with them working on it. Gursky quickly regains his composure and he turns back to face me. We're gonna recheck everyone's alibis for these dates. I'll speak to Nathan. You talk to Jupiter, tell the twins to take David. Lee May stays with Aaron just in case. Can do, see you soon. Right, now we're definitely nearing the end. Do you hear this music? That's music I haven't heard before. What the fuck is this music? What? Alright. You look determined. Something happened? Yes and no, but you're on the case now, officially. Finally! Why the change? We've hit a little bit of a dead end. Remember that ID number I found? Yeah, Nathan's right. Yeah, except Nathan claims someone else must have been using his card. He said it was probably Aaron. But Aaron denied it and he's got an alibi. He also said that Nathan and David used their cards interchangeably, so we've got evidence of a crime and no one to pin it on. Gursky says you and Naoki are supposed to interview David. Convenient. Well, it shouldn't take too long for us to figure out what's up. Where is he? The library. Good. Aki's eyes close for a split second. She nods slightly. Let's get going then. The two of us move across campus at a brisk pace, stopping outside the student lounge where Naoki waits for us. We have work? He looks pleased. Yep, interrogation. Who? David. Still trying to figure out the approach. What are we looking for? We found evidence that someone's been stealing information and selling it off to Edgewater's rival school, Western State. Why don't we try a home and... What? No! Jesus Christ! That seems like a terrible idea. Am I lifting? That's usually easier unless Dave wants to try. I have no idea what you're talking about. Besides, I have to go talk to Jupiter. Oh, well, we'll go with you. What? Are you sure? Why not? We're a team, right? Besides, Naki's good at detecting lies. It might be useful. We can talk to David later. Fine, I guess it couldn't hurt. Let's make this quick. If you say so. Race you. Race you. Oh, Lord. It's like being with a 7-year-old. Aki drops into a flat-out run before I can process her challenge. Again? Naoki takes chase and I begrudgingly follow. The twins outdistance me easily, but I force myself to keep running. As soon as Aki reaches the door, she spins around and waves her card at me teasingly. Keep up, Dave. Naoki leaps past her and waves his card at the reader. Haha! He grabs the handle and throws the door open. Hey, are we gonna get any Jupiter's dead? This is too happy. We're all running away easily and happily. Something's not right here. Aki punches him playfully and returns a gesture. I take a moment to put an extra burst of speed into my steps, racing through the open door past the two of them. Nice try. I taunt over my shoulder as I speed off towards the lab. Well, she's not dead, we're just running for no reason. Jupiter jumps as the three of us pile into the lab, half out of breath. Hey, what's going on? Aki tries to blink casually against the counter, but the effect is marred by her gasps for air. Oh, nothing, we just felt like running. No, you just felt like running. I was all for walking. Don't tell me you didn't have fun. I deny all allegations. That still doesn't explain what's going on. We had something we wanted to ask. Dave? Oh, right. Have you ever used Nathan's ID card to log in? You mean that childish game they play, swapping cards with each other? No, I do not partake in it. Damn. I noticed the twins exchange glances with each other. So, you know about their system? They think they can, how is it said, defeat the system? I know they do not always arrive on time, but it is wiser to let them believe they are winning. Otherwise, they might devise a trick even harder to keep track of. That makes sense. And I don't suppose you come here to work late? Of course I work late, you know that. How late? Maybe 10 or 11? Why do you want to know? Someone's been logging in every other week. Late, like after midnight late. Yes, Nathan. I brought that to Dr. Johansson's attention. Is this what this is about? We're not sure, but we think the person was selling off information, maybe to Western. I find that difficult to believe. Then maybe it's something else. Did Dr. Johansson have anything else he was working on? Oh, that was just a hypothesis more than anything else. It wasn't a real project. Mind telling us what it was anyway? We're curious. Well, I suppose it couldn't hurt. Throughout history, there's been mention of people with extra-human abilities. I'm sure you've heard the stories, heroes of legend, and lines of roles said to have divine powers. Yeah, never heard of them. I don't know what you're on about. Dr. Johansson's hypothesis is this, that such people did exist, but their bloodlines eventually thinned out and their powers diminished. However, if we could find a sample of their genetic makeup of these extra humans, we could recreate those abilities today. He wanted magic people? That doesn't sound scientific. Too often we think that scientific advances of today give us reason to ignore that ancient observation. But the people of old still charted the stars and built pyramids. They possessed the ability to observe and record just as we do. We cannot dismiss the account of superhuman feats recorded across centuries and continents. Instead, we should seek to find the cause of these. Can we recreate or observe from ourselves? He doesn't believe in people with special powers. He believes it is a possibility that must be explored. It is not scientific to attempt to observe what others have rather than dismiss them without testing. Jupiter shrugs. Of course, even this is a little more than speculation. We don't have enough information to try to recreate anything. Jupiter leans over her laptop and clicks through a few folders. He has some old notes on it if you're interested. They're from his private collection, and it should be fine. Before any of us can respond, the door bursts open and Detective Gursky strides in. He looks angry. That's enough! Oh, what the hell? That does not sound like the guy who's calm and collected like a detective should be. What? Sorry, officer, I didn't mean to do anything wrong. What are you doing here? Wondering the same of you. I thought I told you to talk to David. We were going to. We just wanted to help Dave out. We may have found a lead. Dr. Johansson had another project he was working on. Just because the guy's dead doesn't mean you can poke around in his stuff. There's no harm in it. He always wanted his work made public when he passed away. He hoped that someone else would be able to pick up where he left off. So it's fine. You're not even supposed to be here. Gursky turns and forcefully herds us away toward the hallway. I'm taking you off this case. Wow, harsh. Why? Because you're not listening to me. I cut you guys a lot of slack, but you can't just do whatever you feel like. You're clearly not taking your work seriously, and I'm sending you home right now. Gursky motions for Jupiter to leave. Everyone out, that includes you. But I have work to do. And I'm declaring this a crime scene. He didn't die here. But some of his work is here, and you've already said it might be evidence. It was a mistake for me to let it get this far. Detective Gursky turns to Jupiter. I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you to lock down the building. I can do that, but do you really think this is necessary? I'm not taking any risks. Jupiter leads us out to the front door, pausing to flip a tiny switch in the door's frame before she exits. Thank you, Miss Saliden. I'm sorry to take away from your work like this, but I promise it won't be long. As for the rest of you, go home.